Hello, welcome to Cargo Creations. This is a channel where we're building the Magic Kingdom in Lego, and today's video is going to be an update on the Magic Kingdom expansion. If you guys have been following along with Disney, they are reimagining the Tom Sawyer Island area and the Rivers of America into a two-rided cars themed area and the Villains Land area. So what we're doing here is we're using the concept art and we are creating it before they do. Obviously, if they change it, we will be changing it with them, but we are excited to bring that to you here. If you haven't been to the channel before, please subscribe. It really helps us out. What else we're going to be talking about today is going to be an update to another area, the Pirates of the Caribbean. So we're going to be working on that. That didn't get totally completed when we moved the park over to the other area of the basement here. And so we'll take a look at that as well. But let's first go back to the Tom Sawyer area where they are doing the expansion. We'll do that right now. Let's pass through. We're up here at the resorts right now. If you haven't seen the channel, take a look at that. Here's the Contemporary Hotel. And we're going to come down Main Street here. And then we are going to get right back into that porthole there you see in the middle of the screen. And we will take a look at that expansion area. All right, here we are back here, and this is the update to this area. And yes, that is what you think it is. That is the A-frame cabin, and I thought that would work perfect. I will go ahead and right at this point here, I am going to put the concept art into the video right here. All right, and you can kind of see that building back there, the Q area, has that A-framed look to it. I just got that completed and placed that back there, so we've got to do some work with the tree work and all that. And I know I have another portal there that I need to get in to that area. So that area is going to be missing some of the expansion, but we've got some other stuff going on back there, and I'll get back there and show you guys that in a little bit as well. But I want to update everybody. If you haven't seen recently, I do have the dock from the steamboat dock from this area here in Liberty Square. And so we have the Hall of Presidents right there. You can see we've got Abe, the animatronic Abe Lincoln there. And I still have to put the Liberty Bell in this area here, but we have the that dock there. I think it goes really well in this area. It really fits in good. And we have the track of the Cars attraction that's going to be in this area. So what it's been said on the description is it's got a lot of different seasons involved in the land, different elevations, and we can see the snow-capped mountains here, and we also see the bridge, and then we've got the foliage within the track of the ride itself. So we can kind of see that I've got the starting gate there. I don't have the finish line, the starting banner up yet, but there's going to be a banner across there, and that's going to be the starting banner. And then I'm going to pull back here. It comes across, it comes up this elevation here, goes across the bridge, and then makes a tight turn down. Sorry for the blurriness there. And then it comes around underneath the bridge, and then it's going to go into this tunnel right there, okay, under the tree, and then it comes underneath there and comes out this tunnel right here, and then comes up and it wraps around the mountain there. You can see the waterfall there coming down, and that also goes under the bridge, and it comes around the side of the mountain and then goes down in front of Tiana's Bayou Adventure, and that's going to go all the way around and go in front of Big Thunder Mountain. There's going to be some geysers in that. I'm going to reconnect it there and come around, and I'll show you that when I get on that side as well. And there's going to be another attraction. It's going to be a smaller attraction that's going to be in that area. I'll probably place that on the table there. and then just leave that gap for me to get in there, obviously, and work on the build itself. And then extending back past the into that area there, past the Haunted Mansion and Big Thunder, it's going to be that Villains area. And I know you guys are saying, well, the clouds are there. Well, I've got about 2 or 3 feet behind that as well, so I can move that back, and I'm going to be adding that Villains Land too as we get more information on that. I've got some ideas looking at the concept art, but that's kind of where we're sitting right now. So hopefully you guys that have been following along, tell me what you guys think. Hopefully you guys like it. I really like the mountain. I think that turned out really good. Really what I imagined in my mind of how I was gonna present that there. And from the concept art, this is what I'm gathering from it, you know? So if it changes, I'll adapt to it. I always do that in the park here. I add my own flair. I add some IPs in that. Obviously, we've got Mos Eisley's space station right over there, or airport, or space station. I'll be showing you that in a second here, but I like to throw the IP in there because they're cool sets and things of that nature that I like to add. Everything that I purchase, I like to have in the park here. So if you haven't been with us recently, I did have the addition of the Country Bear Jamboree. So you can kind of see that here. I don't have this area finished over here. This is that cross view section, or that cross area where you get into Adventureland there. So right now I've got some facades of some buildings. I'm seeing the back of it here. I'm viewing the back of it here. The other side there are they're building fronts. So that is a covered area when it goes through there too. So I'm gonna have to work on that. We've got another building over there, and I've got to work on sidewalk in that. And then we're just not going to be able to get around through Pecos Bills and that. It usually would come around and then into the tiki room. So I don't have that either yet completed. I've got a little facade that I had in the old build right there and that building. So that'll be added to it. But that brings us over to the Pirates of the Caribbean there, and that's what we're going to be working on to try to update that as well. That needs some updating since the move. So let me right now I'm going to get back into that portal there, kind of show you the other viewpoint of this, and I want you guys to see that as well. So I'll do that right now. All right, and here we are in that other area. And that's where we were right there in that portal, and that's kind of off of the Main Street USA, down by the partner statue. Obviously in between there, the entrance to Adventureland was right behind me, and you can kind of see from this vantage point more of Frontierland. And then I've got to work on some sidewalk area there, and there's the Country Bear Jamboree, and then we've got to work on that region over there as well. But this is that vantage point. We're looking at that mountain, the snow-capped mountain there, and the waterfall, and the bridge, and then that tight turn and decline all the way around under the bridge there. So this is the starting gate is going to be right here, and this is where I've placed that A-frame building. That is the actual queue to the ride. Okay, so that's why I've used that here. And I think it fit in real well. Like I said, I like to use available products that I can and kind of adapt them to the area that I'm trying to make. So, and that's what I've done really with the whole park itself. So we can kind of see a lot of times I will use existing sets, but a lot of times they are just my own builds. Kind of like my monorail is my own MOC. If you've seen the Contemporary Hotel and the Polynesian, those are all just my own builds, and if we look over at Tron as well. So that's kind of what I like to do. I really enjoy, believe it or not, just creating MOCs, my own MOCs, and I generally don't like using instructions. I just like to build from memory and from images and that. So this side we can kind of see behind the Hall of Presidents there, and that dock area that was previously for the steamboat. And this is kind of the viewing from here. It's right across from Tiana's Bayou Adventure. You can kind of see that, formerly Splash Mountain. and now the addition of the A-frame queue for the expansion area. Now, I told you about having Mos Eisley's back here. Let me move some of these bricks here. I've got this back here because of just the landscape. I thought I love this set. It's a really neat set. Grew up with Star Wars, the originals and everything. So I've got that place back here. We are eventually going to put a queue area for Big Thunder Mountain here. We're working on that as well. And then as we progress along, we will be moving this back, and you can see the Skeleton Crew ship there as well. But we're going to be moving the clouds back, and we will be putting some tables here for the villains area, or villains land, I should say. So that's kind of where we're sitting there. We did do some additions to the Haunted Mansion. We added some of the Jack Skeleton Nightmare Before Christmas set to this region as well. Thought it would work great there. And so this is kind of where we're sitting right now. So that's the update for today. Let me now change gears here. I'm going to run real quick up front to the Pirates of the Caribbean. Some people have been asking about that, and we need to do some update on that. I've got some materials coming to start building and adding on to that as well. But we will continue with this addition to the expansion area as time progresses. I've got a lot of work to do, and we will continue to do that as well. So let's get up to the front there and take a look at Pirates. All right, and here we are up in the Adventureland and the Pirates of the Caribbean. And like I said, this has... I did a lot of work when we initially moved the park over here, but we've got a lot still to do. Obviously, we've got my custom ride vehicle there, and we've got a lot of Jack Sparrows all over. The guy with the dirty foot on the bridge there. We've got Red in the auction there. Right now, I've got my train just stored back there. And we've got some IP there. We've got Jack Sparrow and some Star Wars figures there as well. But my goal is to complete the water work around the area here. There's a lot of work to do in the water, getting some tiles down and getting more buildings. My goal is to get more of the village up. And so we've got a lot of, that initial scene with the cannon shooting over. We've got that. It lights up. If you haven't seen a lighting video, take a look in the channel here. We've got some videos on the lighting. And so we've got that pretty much taken care of. And we have the end scene. So if we go over here, we can kind of see the end scene there. It looks like Jack is sleeping there a little bit in the chair. I got to get him up a little bit. And we've got the opening queue there. But you can kind of see we've got to do some work on this area here. It's much better than what it used to be. But we've got a lot to do, and that's something I want to focus on as we get into spring here too. So that's kind of where we're sitting now. We'll be bringing you more updates on not only the Magic Kingdom expansion back there in Frontierland, but the updates to the Pirates of the Caribbean as time goes by here, as we look over the Jungle Cruise here. And we come back to Main Street, and we'll give you one last shot down Main Street here, coming from the train station right over the Roy and Minnie statue there, right down to the castle and the partner statue down there. And again, until next time, guys, we will see you soon. Bye-bye now.